Have you ever been in a relationship where the other person wouldn't let go, even though it was clear that being together was bad for both of you? You may have felt this way if you've been with a narcissist, but the reasons behind their actions can be shocking and unsettling. Narcissists are often very good at manipulating people, and the way they do it might make you wonder why they can't just let go when the relationship is over. This article will look at 6 shocking reasons why a narcissist won't let you go. It will show you how their mind works and the tricks they use to keep you hooked. It's important to know that narcissists act out of deep fear and self-interest before we start talking about them. They often act badly because they want to keep up a false sense of self-worth. And they don't see relationships as teams, but as ways to get what they want. Getting together with other people feeds their ego and makes them feel better about their own self-worth. People who are narcissists always want to be in charge, so relationships with them are skewed strongly in their favor. Now that you know this, let's go on a trip to find out why narcissists can't just leave when things get tough. Narcissists often have deep-seated thoughts of not being good enough and low self-worth. They hide their insecurities by acting like kings or queens and constantly needing approval and praise from others. Because of this, their interactions are more about getting approval than making real emotional connections. They change and twist reality to make sure that other people see them the way they want them to be seen. If you don't meet their standards, they may throw you away without giving it a second thought. When someone tries to get away from a narcissist, however, they will often become frustrated, angry, and desperate to get back in charge. Learning more about narcissists is important if you want to avoid being manipulated by them. If you think this talk is helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Finally, you can see selfish behavior clearly after reading this. This will help you regain control of your life and health. You can better protect yourself from the harmful cycle that often comes with selfish relationships if you know more about them. One big reason narcissists won't leave a relationship is that they need to be in charge all the time. This desire isn't just for control in a romantic relationship. It affects everything they do together. For an ego, the most powerful thing is being in charge. They are afraid of losing control over you because it would make them feel less important. The narcissist will use a variety of techniques to keep you in their control, such as emotional trickery, gaslighting, and guilt tripping. The loss of control is a direct threat to the image they have worked hard to build, and they will do anything to stop it. Narcissists are driven by a deep fear of being seen as weak or flawed. They can't stand the thought of being seen as normal or flawed in a world where they are always trying to be admired and revered. It's not just the end of the relationship when you try to get away from a narcissist. It's about losing their perfect image and the chance that their mask will be taken off. To keep you from leaving, they will fight hard to stay in charge, and they may use mental blackmail or manipulation to keep you in the game. To keep their fragile egos safe, they depend on their power to control and trick others. In the end, a narcissist can't let go because they need to feel so much that they are better than everyone else and in charge. Relationships aren't a way for them to grow or change. They're just a way to feed their ego. This need to be in charge can make the narcissist act in harmful ways, like constantly pushing the limits, not respecting your freedom, and not wanting to let go when the relationship ends. Being aware of these habits is important for escaping their control and taking back your life. Knowing how narcissists think and act can help you deal with the difficult emotions that come up when you're with one and give you the power to make better choices for yourself. Narcissists may use emotional blackmail or other tricks when they feel like they are losing control over you. They know exactly what to say or do to make you feel like you're to blame for how they feel. For example, they might say that if you leave, you'll be leaving them when they are at their weakest. Even worse, they might promise to hurt themselves or even kill themselves to make you feel bad about wanting to leave. It can be very hard to deal with this kind of emotional abuse, especially if you've been deeply attached to the person for a long time. It's shocking that narcissists won't let go because they don't like being turned down. When someone rejects them, it hurts their ego, and their weak sense of self-worth can't handle it. The thought of someone leaving them hurts their big, cocky sense of self-worth, which is something they work hard to keep up. Because they need to be validated all the time, the thought of being turned down is painful to them. That's what they'll never let you do when you try to leave. Question their power. Because of this, they will often do anything to keep you or get you back, even if the relationship is over. One more thing that keeps a narcissist attached to you is their need for attention. Until they no longer need you, they can be very sweet and make you feel like you're the most important person in the world. They won't let go when you try to leave, though, because they don't want to lose someone who makes them feel good about themselves. Narcissists need people like you to feed their ego, because they love attention and praise. They might use different strategies to stay at the center of your attention, controlling your feelings and behaviors to keep you close. Narcissists also feel entitled, which makes it hard for them to let go of people they think of as theirs. From their point of view, you are just an extension of them, and having you makes them feel important. This sense of privilege can show up in a lot of different ways, such as trying to control your relationships, time, or even job. They think they deserve you more than anyone else, so when you try to run away, it hurts their already inflated sense of how important they are. They will do anything to keep control over you, because they feel like they own you. They may use guilt, or even threats to get what they want. Narcissists won't let you go, because they're afraid of running out of something they can use. To a narcissist, supply means the love, attention, and emotional energy they take from those around them. As their partner, you are seen as a useful source of supply that helps them feel good about who they are and how superior they are. If you try to leave, the narcissist might feel scared because they don't want to lose the person who makes them feel good about themselves. They may replace you with someone else, but it's often hard to find new suppliers and takes a long time. Narcissists want to make sure they always have someone to meet their emotional needs. They do harmful, dishonest, and manipulative things out of fear of no longer having someone to do this for them. A narcissist may also refuse to let go because they can't stand the thought of what will happen if they do. In relationships with narcissists, there are often ups and downs in how they feel, and they often act abusively and manipulatively. They can't stand the thought of having to deal with the results of their actions, whether it's the guilt or the pressure from other people. They don't want to let go and deal with the results that will happen, so they cling to you, blaming you for their actions, and trying to convince you to stay. In order to avoid facing the truth about themselves, they may say they'll change, or they may try to gaslight you into thinking you're the one who did something wrong. We've seen that narcissists won't let you go for a number of different reasons. Their behaviors are based on deep psychological issues that keep them stuck in a circle of manipulation. These issues include their need for control and approval, as well as their fear of being turned down and losing supply. You need to be aware of these trends in order to protect yourself and get away from their harmful effects. Thank you for seeing. Please subscribe, like, and share this movie with anyone who might find it helpful if it helped you understand the narcissistic mind. To get the strength to leave and take back your life, you must first understand narcissism. You deserve to be with someone who treats you with care and respect, not someone who controls and manipulates you. Take care of yourself, and remember that you deserve love that makes you stronger, not weaker.